You're like Freddy. 10, 5,
4, 3, 2, yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Zinnis.
I'm Peyton.
And this is a conversation where we will always try to find the worst that can happen. This is our new podcast that we're really excited to bring to you. And this is something that we've kind of been talking about for a while, huh?
Yeah, probably I've been trying to get you to do it for 3 years.
I'm so busy in life so fast.
But yeah, no, we finally were like, let's just do it. And so here we are.
Yeah, and this is just going to be a super cool conversation about so many things and so many topics, and we'll cover everything from the boring to the exciting to the fun to the sad, and it's just going to be we're going to cry so much when it's
nonstop.
all we're going to do is we're just going to cry. This is therapy. No, we have to charge for that. But we are going to have a lot of fun and talk about a lot of fun things. And so we're really excited that you guys are with us. So Peyton, what do? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm a general manager for a small business, and I've been there since COVID. And then I worked in education for a little bit and said deuces to that, so now just one job. Yeah. I'm a music teacher, and we met at the same school. That's how we are here today. And so we're just really excited to bring this to you guys, and I think that it's going to be really fun. It's something for us to do to make sure that we hang out and don't forget each other. And it's the summer, so we all have the time. We all now finally have the time. I've always had
it. I've made this a priority in my life for years, and you've neglected me. But I think that this is going to be just a super cool thing. So, to start today, we're just going to keep it really light, keep it really brief, and we're going to play a little game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
We're going to play a game, and there's going to be a small little puppet boy coming from the corner.
Not Robbie.
Not Rob. What? From what? Robbie.
Oh, what's his name?
From Victorious?
Yeah.
What was his
Robbie
name?
with his puppet.
Was it Marcel? I don't know.
Not Marcel. That was my parents' dog.
I was like, wait, what? Rex. Yeah. I had a really interesting conversation. I'm sorry. Well, I had a really interesting conversation with one of my friends. We were talking about the most successful person from Victoria. And of course, it's around it. But I was like, Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas.
He was my first, Nickelodeon crush.
That's weird. Anyway, so we're gonna he was to me, he was super cool, and apparently he's written all these songs and stuff.
Yes, I got him on TikTok.
Yeah, he's fabulous. Anyway, so we're gonna play a game.
Alright.
We're gonna play a game. And this is a game that is, how well do you know your bestie?
Oh, jeez.
You're cooked. Alright, so I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. Okay, and we're gonna answer these for each other. Okay, but there are 5 questions. It's how well do we kind of know each other? Okay, are you ready?
Alright, I think so.
Okay. The first question is really easy. Alright, sweet or spicy for each other?
Well, yours is spicy. Well, wait, you like a sweet heat.
I do like a sweet heat.
But if I were to go to a restaurant and I was looking at the menu, I know for a fact you'd want spicy or sweet.
Yeah, that's good. Yours is Oh no, you're kind of you're neither. You're savory. I was because you're not a candy fiend or anything like that. I don't know. You kind of are. I don't know, sweet. But it's really hard for you because it's really hard for you because your brand. You don't have a spicy brand. Because some things you're this is too hot, and I'm never it's too hot. I'm
yeah.
Give me more. I don't know.
I just that for me, it's it's not even that. Oh well, this is too hot. It's when the moment that there's the no flavor, it's because I'm sweating.
Yeah. It's like clear heat. It's when you buy something and you don't have a taste.
I'm what is the point?
Yeah.
I'm because I love a little heat if I'm gonna be tasting good food.
Yeah.
But if I'm just tasting air and I'm sweating. I'm like, girl, I can do that at home.
You sound tasting air and sweating. No, I think heat's always better with flavor anyway. That's why I think that like when I told you like when I was in high school, I did like the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge.
Yeah.
So I think that is why that was so miserable because like when you get to like the it's not even like a flavoring. The flavor is pain. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we're gonna say sweet.
I would say
I'm gonna put you. I think that that's kind of where you more because you're also a baker, and so that
yeah,
makes sense.
and I love.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is read a good book or watch a good movie.
That's hard for you.
Yeah, I know because
You do.
though.
You're more likely to watch something nowadays, I think, than read. Like you will read a good book,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like most of our conversations we have are more about, oh, I just watched this movie, or oh my gosh, I'm watching this movie.
Yeah. I think for me, it's a time thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like this part of the year is where I've already read 2 books.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like this part of the year is where I have more time, but like consistently, it's definitely a movie because it's much easier to do like a 2-hour movie than like a 20-hour book. You know what I mean? For you, I would probably also say movie.
Yeah.
Because listen, it's a journey. And reading
I read 10 books this year.
Listen, you're doing it. But yeah. Okay, excellent. Okay. Where would you rather vacation? Would you rather spend a week in the mountains or a week on the beach?
You regretfully would love to go to the beach.
So
gross.
I love a beach. Yeah.
Ugh.
No. Listen, there's something about being near the water and not growing up near water, but being near the water that, like, is so calming.
Yeah, I love water. I love the creek.
Well, the creek.
I love looking at the lake.
I love looking at the love fishing. I love paddling. He's like, no, we're not doing that for it.
I don't want to touch.
You know,
my favorite part of the whole fishing process
mm-hmm.
is playing with the worms, but then the moment they go on the hook, I'm real upset.
Wait, playing with the worms? How do you play with a worm?
Oh, you just put it on your hand, and you like this hand, and this hand, and this hand, and this hand.
What? He said, no, he's playing with the worms.
Yeah, I love playing with the worms, but then whenever I see that we have to kill it,
oh, yeah.
I'm like...
Well, sometimes you don't have to kill it. Sometimes the fish has to kill it. You know?
See, you make it try to, like, sound like it's better.
Sometimes you just let nature take its course. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just get real sad. I mean, I love eating fish, though.
Well, fish is good. All right, hot take. What's your favorite fish? Go. That's not even a hot take. Hot take. My favorite fish is you crab. But what's your favorite fish?
I mean, favorite fish. I really like. Salmon's my favorite one to cook because it's the one I cook with the most. Mm-hmm. But if I'm like gonna go out, I probably want catfish.
I do love a good catfish. I do enjoy a good catfish.
Especially from the gas station.
Yeah.
That sounds real sketchy, but like there's
there's like a really good gas station by the school that we used to work at that has incredible catfish. And so that's why that's not a sketchy statement. That's why that Shell, shout out to Shell, it has an amazing catfish. And catfish is probably my favorite too. I think mine's flipped. I think if I'm going like somewhere nice, like a fine dining, like sit down, give me a good halibut. Give me a good salmon.
See, but when I've gone to Florida and like eat at a fancy restaurant, mm-hmm. I want shrimp.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is the moment.
This is the talk. So, oh my God, let me pull you along. So I went to the beach recently. I tried clams.
Oh.
that was me. I tried clams.
How was that?
For the first time. And I am smart enough to understand that it is not because the clams were of bad quality. It was because I finally realized what my texture thing is, and it's that.
I don't want it to feel like someone spit mucus in my mouth.
It felt like rubber, but it was like wet. Yeah. And here's the problem. And let me tell you how I got these clams. I got these clams deep fried.
Oh.
I got deep fried plantains.
Okay, so I was expecting a better texture with deep fried.
No, so that's what I was expecting too. I was like, I wonder if they're going to be like oysters, because like oysters like harden up when you deep fry. I love being deep fried oysters.
I never had a deep fried oyster. I've had it in the show, and I was like,
really? Yeah. Have you ever had oysters Rockefeller? Because I think that's the one where they cook it. I think. Check me. But I think oysters Rockefeller is the one where like they like put like the breading and like you cook it in the oven.
oh, cool, yeah.
In the oven, whatever. So I get the catfish, and I get these clams, and like they're breaded, and so I'm thinking that they're solid, and I pick one up, and it like wiggles. And like I literally put it in my mouth, and like it was like eating an eyeball. Like it like burnt, like no, it like tasted like water, but it was like fishy. Oh my goodness, no! And like I literally, like my stomach hurt. I literally have to like force myself to eat most. I only got like 2 of them on the plate because I was like, I just couldn't. And I was like, I should have got the shrimp. I should have got the shrimp, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing I cannot do is that slimy. Which I love slime, not eating it, but I love playing with slime.
I love slime. You know, like the way it feels on my hand.
I do. I love playing with slime. I love watching the slime videos.
Lots of Nickelodeon out the market.
You know, that's my problem.
That's my issue. Yeah, but see, I think that is something that we can only get at the beach where we would go. So you would go mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. Easily. Don't want sand between my toes. I don't want sand on my butt. I don't want. But nothing about. I don't like the sun. The sun makes me real sad.
You know, I've got a deep personal issue with the sun.
Yeah, the sun might beef, and
yeah, it's really unfortunate. Yeah. Oh my god.
I just, you know, I'm real pale. So like burning.
You're like, I like to hide in the cave. Okay, well that makes sense. All right, next one here, another food one actually that we weren't prepared for. Would you rather get a pizza, or would you rather have a flight of tacos? Oh. Any pizza, any tacos.
I feel as if I feel like you'd go pizza. Because, like, anytime we've ever gone out, you've never really been like, oh, like, we should get tacos. You don't even suggest Mexican.
No, I don't. Yeah. Not a lot, but I love it. But I just never, I don't know why I never suggest it.
No, you always, yours is, so I would say pizza. I would say, but you wouldn't get a normal pizza. No. It'd be like barbecue, Thai, it'd be like something like that. It wouldn't be like pepperoni pizza.
Well, I think you're doing a disservice to pizza. I hate boring pizza. I think that you should, like, the crazier the better. I want that one that they do in, like, New York where it's like squid ink and stuff. Like gold. Yeah, have you ever seen that? It's like, I think it's like one of like the most like, expensive pizzas you can get. And they put like they use like real caviar.
Oh wow.
And they use like black. And they put like focaccia bread, and they put like gold shavings with like it's squid ink. Like yeah, I've heard it tastes horrendous. No, it's not a squid ink sauce. It's like they mix squid ink into the dough, so it looks like black.
That's so interesting. Yeah, no, I have never heard of that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I don't think I'd actually eat that, but yeah.
So I'd have to say that you'd go pizza. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think you'd probably go pizza too.
I think I would.
I don't know. Yours is probably more 50-50 than mine. So I would say because you do like a good taco.
Yeah, my problem is when I have one taco, I have to have 10 tacos. You see what I'm saying? And I also love like a good white people taco night.
You know that taco place that you sent. It's when they do like the white people's taco.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're like, yeah, that's actually like surprisingly. Listen, a good white people taco night, man. There's a reason it's a genre of taco now. You know what I mean?
It's different.
It's
when I went to Mexico, sorry to interrupt you.
No.
When I went to Mexico, their tacos were really good.
Yeah.
My dad and I were at that taco stand.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, actually, like street tacos. Oh my gosh.
I always got tongue tacos.
You guys got what?
Tongue tacos.
Lengua? I think so. I don't know. That's gonna be horrendous if I just mispronounce that. But
cancel them.
I'm ready. I'm ready to not make it off the starting block.
First episode or just
or it's over. But yeah, no, I've heard. What does it taste like? Because I've heard it tastes like beef.
I would say that is an accurate statement. It does. Okay, here's how I would describe it. It's a little bit more watered down than beef.
Watered down how?
It's like, okay, you've had a steak.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like those thin steaks?
Oh, like a skirt type thing.
That's the flavor.
Yeah.
Texture is more like, if it's cooked right, it's more like juicy and like has an easy chew to it. Some people don't like it because it is chewy.
Mm.
But I would compare the taste to like that thin steak. Not as like with like a regular steak, you're like, oh, like I can taste the juice, I can taste the all that. But with the tongue, I don't feel like. But I also know that I also have a bunch of like toppings on it, so that could have like watered down the flavor, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. That I've always wanted to try that. I've always wanted to try what is it? The tripe, right? Where it's like the intestine.
Oh, the intestines is weird.
Yeah. It's not the intestines. Is it like the stomach one?
Yeah, it is that's what they call it. Is the intestines.
Yeah.
One of my friends got me to go bite of his. I had a really hard time getting past like the chewing.
The texture. Yeah, I've heard that it's really like.
Oh yeah, it's like
yeah.
Which great for bubblegum.
Oh shit. Great for orbit, not for tacos.
Tacos just maybe a chewed taco gum. I don't know.
No, but see, the problem though that I might is like I need like authentic. Like I need to go try it from like people that have been cooking it forever. Because I feel like that also plays like a huge because like you're like, oh, I got this from Jerry, and like Jerry's never like seen the inside of it. Like no, but then like someone's abuela is like, oh yeah, we cook this like every weekend for like the past 30, 40 years. I'm like, oh
right.
Yeah.
With their homemade tortillas.
Yeah, right. So I definitely need to try that. Okay. Last question. Would you rather?
Oh, would you rather?
Would you rather be a pretty princess? Okay. No. Would you rather get $50 million at one time, and then you can do whatever you want with that,
okay.
Or would you rather get paid for your job $150,000 a year, and every year post that you make $50,000 more?
You're gonna do the second one.
Yes.
Yeah. Easily. You're gonna do
I'm gonna do the second one because honestly, my job ain't that hard. Yeah. So I would put up with a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you do a lot more.
Do a lot more for that money.
Yeah, I would say that because the first one, at first I didn't know what the other option was. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna do that and buy Legos. But then now I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you just do that one. And you'd somehow have more money coming somehow.
Well, so the thing with you is that I think you take the 50 mil, but I think you take it in the sense of like, I'm gonna take some of this and put it into other stuff to make, because you're so business minded. Yeah. So like, I don't think that you would be like, I'm gonna go have like a $40 million blowout and then no, I think you'd be like, I'm gonna take $1 million and then I'm gonna like find the ways to make me money on the extra, the extra money that I have left. And so that's why I think that you would take the lump sum, because you're like, I'm already in a position to like find ways to make my money make me money.
Yeah, I'm a finance bro.
It's fine.
I am not a finance bro. No, I think I definitely think that that's. I go back and forth because part of me is like I do the same thing.
Yeah.
With the other, because part of me was at first that's what I had thought was, oh, I could just take that money, flip it. But then I was like, or make more money than what I make now, get my money working for me, and then I make it even more. So I feel like I would probably do the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still right, because I would still be like, all right, I'm gonna put money here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy this business and have these people working it so that I can.
And I think that people would go so crazy with the 50 million that when you get that 150,000 or whatever the number I said, and then you add that 50, that's such regimented and disciplined money that I think that like most people are probably going to take that. Unless you're like an all-at-one person, or like you said, like you got those connections to kind of make your money make you money. Then you're gonna kind of split off and do that.
So there's one thing I thought about is that I work for a business, and the business I work for has like glass and stuff, and so every time we mess something up, I'm like, we should just collect all of this and charge people for a rage room. And I'm like, it's so satisfying to throw things and break things. Yeah. So why not just use our broken glass, or glass that needs to be broken? Because it's got personal information. We can't refuse it or anything.
Yeah, you can't hand it out.
So that's something that I would like. And so I'm like, oh, then I really could do that, because all I have to do is get a studio for that, and then I can destroy it, and that insurance would be. And like, so I think now more than I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, you actually might have been 100% right. I probably would do the big chunk up front so that I could split it off into different avenues.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can find a way to invest that into something that makes you more than then you're already going to be out ahead. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I think that that's an interesting thing to think about as you move forward. But that's what we're going to do all the time on this thing, all the time. We're just going to act. That's all we do. So what are we releasing? What are we doing? Are we doing like one a week, or are we doing like 3 times, once a month, whatever you do?
Well, our goal is to do one every week. We want to do some games. We want to do some just yap sessions. We kind of just want to exist and we're best friends. So we thought maybe you guys would enjoy seeing 2 best friends hanging out. I thought about that vine. 2 best friends in hot tub.
Yeah, we are 6 feet apart.
We like to the COVID rules here.
We also like our space.
We just really advanced. And I'm just really excited that we're gonna do this, because we just wanted to I don't know, exist. I just keep saying that. I'm gonna have to clip that.
Yeah, we just want to exist.
How do I explain? Okay, so
we enjoyed so many conversations with each other. We want you to enjoy them too.
Yeah. So a lot of our friends laugh when we talk in front of them. Hopefully we won't fight.
Hopefully we will fight, because then you get dinner and a show. You know what I'm saying?
It's Monday Night Raw.
This is Monday Night Raw.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. So we're gonna try and visit you guys once a week, and we hope that you guys will come be part of our family the way that we want to be a part of yours. So we're gonna wrap up. So this is Ennis.
I'm Peyton.
And we will try and find the worst that can happen. Thanks guys so much.
Bye.